Hello, our topic is loyalty definitions in the Veboni ERP system. Loyalty definitions are the system where you can earn loyalty points and money points for your guests staying in your facility and benefit from the advantages of loyalty points and money point earnings you have realized. In order to perform loyalty definitions in the Veboni ERP system, you must first determine your loyalty parameters. To determine your loyalty parameters, you need to log into the Setup, General Parameters menu under the PMS module. When you log into the General Parameters menu, you need to check the Loyalty parameter from the Module Type tab. When you check the Loyalty parameter, your parameters will be displayed on the screen. First of all, the Calculate Money Point parameter we have seen will be the parameter you will mark if you want to earn money points for your guests. The Currency Type parameter will be the parameter where you will choose which currency type to base your guests' loyalty points and money point calculations on. Earn Type will be the earning type. Earn Type will be the parameter where you will choose whether you want to earn points for your guests at check-in or at check-out. Profile Select parameter will be the parameter where you will select which guests in the reservation card you want to earn points. The leader option in the Profile Select parameter means that the primary profile in the reservation card is the profile that owns the reservation. When you check the leader profile, only the primary profile in the reservation card will earn points in your guests' loyalty points and money point earning transactions. All means that all profiles in the booking card, except children, will earn points. Share to adult means that points will be shared to the profiles in the reservation card. The Rate Type option will be the parameter where you choose whether the check-in date rate or the hotel date rate will be used as the basis for calculating loyalty points and money points for the profiles of your reservations. Score Type will be the parameter where you will choose whether your bookings will earn points based on accommodation nights or room revenue. The Tax Exclude option will be the parameter where you will choose whether the accommodation income of the reservations will be based on VAT excluded accommodation income or VAT included accommodation income. If the Tax Exclude parameter is checked, loyalty and money points will be earned based on the reservation room revenue excluding VAT. If you leave it unchecked, the reservation will earn loyalty points and money points based on VAT included revenue. After you have set all your parameters, you need to save your parameters by clicking the Save button. After you have defined your loyalty parameters, you need to log in to the Definitions Loyalty Definitions tab under the CRM module. When you log into the Loyalty Definitions menu, you can see the Loyalty Definitions and Loyalty Account Types tabs. First of all, you need to define loyalty card definitions in the Loyalty Definitions tab. Loyalty card definitions will be the tab where you determine which card your guests will have in the loyalty point range. For example, in the card definition you see on the screen, it has been defined that your guests who have earned points between 1 point and 500 points loyalty points will have a silver card. If we need to make a new definition, we first need to write our card code by clicking the plus button at the top right of the screen. After writing our card code, we will determine our card order. Card order means that we have a second card. In the Brief tab, we can write a longer description about our card. I have written the description of our card as Gold Card. Score Begin will be the starting score of our card. Score End will be the end score of our card. score rate will be the tab where we will determine the multiplier of our card in cases where we want to give our card a special multiplier. After making all my definitions, I also save my second card by clicking the Add button. In this way, our guests will have a silver card between 1 point and 500 points. 5,000 will have a gold card between 1 point and 10,000 points. After performing the card definitions, I need to log in to the Loyalty Account Type tab and define the loyalty calculation definitions. When setting the loyalty calculation definitions, I need to click on the plus button at the top right of my screen. When we click the plus button, we first see the loyalty begin date and loyalty end date parameters on the screen. Loyalty begin date parameter will be the start date range of our loyalty points, from which date range we want our guests to earn loyalty points and money points. We will need to select the start date. For example, if I want our loyalty system, that is, our loyalty point earning and money point earning system to start from January 1st, 2024, I set the start date as such. If I want our loyalty point earning processes to continue until 2029, I update the end date to 2029. In the Room Types option, I check which room types in my property want to earn points. In the Market Code section, we need to mark which market codes in our facility we want to earn points. In the Accommodation Type section, we need to mark which accommodation types we want to earn points for our guests. In the Min Stay parameter, I need to write the starting night of the accommodation. For example, if we want to earn points for all our guests whose reservation accommodation start stay is 1 night, and from 1 night onwards, we write 1 in the Min Stay section. Min arrival is the number of arrivals of our property. If we want to earn points for our guests from the minimum number of arrivals, we need to write the number of arrivals. If we want to earn points for our guests from 1 arrival and 1 arrival, I write 1 in the Min Arrival section. Active year means the number of years our points will be kept. If I want my guests who earn points to keep their points for how many years, I need to specify the active year. For example, if I want the guests who earn points in my property to keep their points for 10 years, I write 10 in active year. Money Score Active Year is the active year I want to keep the money points earned by our guests. If I want to keep the money points for 5 years, I enter 5 in Money Score Active Year. Revenue Begin parameter is the revenue start. In the Revenue Begin section, I write the revenue start from which revenue start I want the profiles whose stays are realized to earn points. If I want 0 and all revenues above 0 to earn points, I start Revenue Begin from 0. Again, if I want the stays realized up to revenue end to earn points, if I realize an infinite revenue, we can write a number that extends as 9,999 in the Revenue End section. Revenue multiplier is the revenue multiplier. If we want our guests to earn points on the basis of revenue, I determine which multiplier the actual reservation revenues will be multiplied by in the checkout or check-in process. If we give a value of 1 to the revenue multiplier section, that is, the multiplier section, the reservation revenues will be multiplied by 1 in the reservation check-in or checkout process and will turn into loyalty points. If we give 2, it will be multiplied by 2 and converted into points. If you want half of your revenues to turn into points, you can ensure that half of your revenues turn into loyalty points by giving a percentage number, for example, 0.50. This is what the income multiplier means. Money point is the parameter by which we will determine how many loyalty points earned are multiplied and converted into money points. For example, our guests have €100 income. We will multiply €100 income by 1 to get 100 loyalty points. If we want how much of the 100 loyalty points to be converted into money points, we need to record the relevant multiplier in the money point section. If we want 100 of the 100 loyalty points earned to be converted into money points, we also give a value of 1 to the money point multiplier, and the system multiplies the 100 loyalty points by 1 and creates the guest's money points. In the point type section, the ratio option means that money points will be converted into points with a ratio value. Value option means that money will be converted into points with value. After determining our money point values, we save our loyalty calculation definitions by clicking the Add parameter. After saving our loyalty calculation definitions, we see the loyalty calculation definitions we have saved on the screen, and we can make changes by updating with right-click operations on the loyalty calculation definitions. With the Calculate operation, we can perform the calculation of the loyalty points of the date range and values we have given in the database in bulk. With the Logs operation, we can check the log definitions of the loyalty calculation definitions we have realized. With the Delete operation, we can delete our loyalty calculation definitions within the authorization. After we perform our loyalty calculations with the right-click Calculate operation in our loyalty calculation definitions, the process of earning points will continue automatically in the checkout or check-in processes of our reservations. If I need to show an example, a guest you will check out through the Front Desk Daily House menu under the PMS module will automatically check the calculation definitions, and if there is reservation record information for the relevant calculation definitions, point earning transactions will take place. I'm going to check out a reservation that's on the departure menu right now. Right-click on the reservation. When I performed the checkout process, my reservation completed the checkout process, and my reservation earned 1,129 points in money score and 9,129 points in loyalty score definitions because it had the information of the relevant loyalty calculation definitions.